All right, good evening, guys. I will do just a video about stuff that I was thinking. A few months ago, I made a video about possible nuclear device in Central Park during the visit of John Paul II in 1995. There was supposed to be a million people mass that at the same time the big powers were looking for nuclear devices that were produced in South Africa, because a year earlier the South African government was forced to resign and surrender the power to Mandela regime, and everybody knew from big powers that South Africa was a nuclear power, and I still think that's what it was. So the operations in general are take months, and this is what the thing is. At the time, the assassination of the Pope in 1981 was never, do you have any normal conclusion? And you see, in almost 1 year, in May next year, they're gonna be 45 years, and I did a video again. I'll be doing countdown to and collect information from current time and from the past, and kind of try to put the stuff together. So give me time. So the visit of the Pope in 1995 to New York was very short, and it followed by a visit to Venezuela almost 3 months and a half later. It was from beginning of October 1995. He arrived in New York, and then the second visit to the continent was in Venezuela in February 1996. So it's beginning of the months if we take it. So it's October, November, December, December, January. So it's 4 months difference, okay? And don't forget, I will try to kind of get it together with the current situation. Trump is not a person that it's just off the street. He is not, how older people call, he is not a diamond. This is a very well educated person, and by the time of 1995 he was a mogul already. He wasn't a simple businessman. He was really strong in New York area. So if there was some kind of a nuclear device search that was affecting the entire Manhattan area, he would know about it. And not just that, don't forget that Mr. Trump has military education. He finished military school while very young. And in general, he didn't just finish average military school. He's kind of a high class people there. So usually in these areas, there's always information shared more for the age. They try to develop critical thinking and widespread thinking in this type. It means that Trump was not just learning things, he was learning strategies. He was from very young. Again, that's why I'm saying he is not average president, okay? So I will continue talk stuff, okay? So this is what it was in 1995 when the Pope visited. The great powers were looking for not lost but missing nuclear research of South Africa, and part of them was New York, okay? Because it was something happened, it would have vaporized the entire park, Central Park, with the Pope and everything. And not just that, because at the time, in the early 90s, nobody even knew much about South Africa as nuclear power. And in case of a nuclear blast in New York City in 1995 October, it would have triggered World War III between Russia and United States. Okay, there would have been no other way. So whoever tried to do stuff like this are in a way um, trying to kind of get confrontation between not Soviet Union anymore, but Russia and United States in 1995. And because of the short time between visit of the Pope in the United States and Venezuela, 3 months, almost and a half, and 4 months, and in a way, very often cooperation between Venezuela and Cuba. They had strange relations. I would say there was some kind of operation just in case in Venezuela to keep the Pope safe. And as I said, it was from October 1995. I just wrote it down stuff, and to February 96. And so if this was an attempt, as I said, between somebody to do something really bad between United States and Russia at the time, I was wondering what Trump would know about it. But as I said, I'm sure there was something. And not just that, as I said, knowing where the Trump comes from. He's not an average person. He's really, really smart. Let's put it this way. I know people will not like me what I say, but you see, there is no such thing as uneducated people. He has several educations, de facto. He has education through work. He has education through school and military school. So he has military education. He has business education. He was already mogul, big time. He was making multi-million and billion-dollar deals in 1995 and 1996. And at the same time, he is a part of this group that was real estate group that has their own defenses anyway. If somebody will try to do something to my Manhattan in this big area, they will do everything possible. They will use every single person, every single homeowners association to prevent things. And I'm absolutely sure that the Trump knew stuff, and he still does. And all it does is just finishing the things that wasn't done over years. I don't know what Maduro situation is. Is he hostile to the United States? But before there was a problem. But my point is that what's happening now, again, I repeat, it's an echo from 1995, 1996. And at the time, there was something that happened that is now being fixed again. There's no such thing as sudden decisions to do stuff. It's stuff that's being piled up for a very long time. But as I said, at the time there was a breakup of South African Republic, the separation of Namibia. It was a test field for weapons, and so on. At the same time, was a breakup of the Soviet Union. So I think there was something that they know between what happened between Russia and the United States at the time, and not just that, but the South African, whatever left involvement. I'm not talking about white people. I think somebody from maybe Mandela government maybe decided to do something. But one day we will know that. I will try keep researching this thing and read stuff. There's always something comes up in the news that people cannot attach, but I do. As I said, I worked a lot of times a lot of places around my family. I worked with secrets, and some secrets at the time did not make any sense. Now they do, because there is a pile up of information that you process, and sometimes even completely change your opinions. I'm still coughing. So I'm in the car today. As I said, my social security should be here in a few days, I hope. Anyway,